Development Agency.
Touch TV News Channel. The best.
On Wednesday, 4th June 2025, time 10 a.m. at Idris Abdul Karim Auditorium, NUC Abuja, the Executive Secretary, National University Commission, present pre-closure retreat for the Second African Higher Education Center of Excellence for Development Impact project. Victor, Touch TV.
The ES and my boss, distinguished vice chancellors who are present here this morning, center leaders and project teams from all the participating universities. It gives me great pride and a deep sense of fulfillment to address this distinguished gathering today. This event marks a pivotal moment, a moment of reflection, recognition, and renewed responsibility as we prepare to conclude one of the most ambitious and impactful higher education initiatives ever implemented in Africa. For the
and also not just for the national tests which were enumerated by have been possible without the while the national project could appreciate the president of the national executive secretary of the National University have the director, acting director of academic production this soon. I see Proba Bright Omerege of the University. Could you please join us on this post on the high table set? Ladies and gentlemen, tea is served.
The S impact is expected to close by 30th June. And the funders, the World Bank, the French Development Agency, clearly indicated that for this one there is no extension. But then the projects are already on ground, and at this retreat they will focus more on sustainability. How will this project continue even beyond the funders after the closure? So it's just closure for the funding, but then the projects are there on ground in these 14 centers, and will continue to benefit from the project. Already they are training postgraduate students, researchers, masters, PhDs, and so many foreign students. It's a regional integration project, so to say.
Okay, so that requires sustainability, require that government votes money especially for this project. Are we going to see that kind of recommendation from you?
Well, we are focusing more on the universities themselves. We are challenging the universities to generate funds from the ACE projects that they have. So we really don't want to say government must even budget for sustainability of these ACE projects. We want the universities to sustain these projects, and I think they will, given what they have achieved so far in terms of their achievements. Thank you.
Following the recommendation, the Professor Edeba San, Vice Chancellor, UNIBEN.
ACEs in Nigeria. The list is very long. Even from simple things as enhancing the learning environment. If you go to all the 14 universities that are hosting these centers, you will see a complete transformation of the environment that students study. New labs have been built, state-of-the-art equipment have been imported. All manner of new innovations have been brought to bear on the system. Even the quality and quantity of the research publications across the centers also improved significantly. And it's also important to highlight the fact that the programs at the universities have not only attained national accreditation, but all of them that were subjected to international accreditation were successful. And that is a confirmation that the quality of these programs have met international best practices. Also, we have seen quite a number of students coming from outside Nigeria. This is something that has not been happening in the last 30 to 40 years. But now, we are having people coming from other countries to confirm that the quality of the programs in our universities are of international standard. So There's so many achievements, and we can really just talk about it.
So what is the plan for expansion?
Well, like the ESA, we now want to focus on sustaining the gains of this program. Okay, so we are pausing to reflect and then see how the individual universities will move the project forward from this point. I mean, there are other innovations being discussed. It may not be exactly like this, okay? But having implemented this for a decade, we think it is time to see what we can do about them individually across our universities.
So now you mentioned 14 centers, but inside you mentioned 17.
There are 17 centers domiciled in 14 universities, which means that there are some universities with more than one center.
You were head of Lagos State University, the Vice Chancellor.
Just tell us about the SC project.
Okay, the SC project in my university is the ACTS, ACE, ITSE. It's on STEM education, and we have been very privileged to have this center in our university. It helped us, like the ESH, gaining international accreditation, and a lot of people have benefited from this impact, especially even our institution, Lagos State University. Lagos State University has trained many graduates from other parts of Africa, in particular the Gambia, Sierra Leone, Niger, Gabon, and so on. And that has really helped the international rating of the university. We are privileged to have its impact projects in our institution.
Thank you.
Thank you.